Hey, what's going on, Manny? Long time no
Chilling,
see.
chilling, brother.
So how you been?
Chilling, man. Staying busy, staying busy. One fight after the next.
Hey, I gotta give anybody credit that come with the old school Fernando Valenzuela. First of all, if you didn't see Fernando when he first came about, you
That's
missed
right.
it. He was a phenomenon. He did
Absolutely.
so much
Absolutely.
for Mexico, so much for Mexican pictures. I mean, he was the truth.
Absolutely, man. I had the honor to be there for several of his games. Growing up as a kid, my dad used to take me to the Dodger games and obviously watch Fernando pitch. And I even got to see him hit a home run one time, man. I'll never forget that. And yeah, it's just one of the best. And to wear the number 34 and Fernando Valenzuela jersey in his honor, man, it's a privilege. And he hit the nail on the head, man. He's coming with the idea of pitching a no-hitter. You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why we decided to go with the Fernando Valenzuela shirt, and not only to show his appreciation towards the great Toro Valenzuela, but also that's the idea tomorrow night, man. To come in and try to pitch a no-hitter.
All right, you had a great and exciting fight the last time out. What do you plan on doing to make this fight more exciting and win more decisively? Are you going for the knockout, or you're just going to break them down, or just whatever happens as long as you win?
No. You got to come in with a game plan. I think we got to go back to what was working in the first fight before he got injured, before the knockdown, and he twisted his ankle, which is to go out there and box. Use his attributes. He's the taller fighter with a longer reach, and it's no secret. You just got to put it to work. Use it as he did in the first 5 rounds, including up. You got to remember that fifth round, he was dominated that fifth round up until he made the mistake of switching and got caught, and obviously the whole momentum of the fight switched. But then at the end, he showed heart. He showed something that most Mexican fighters have, and it's heart, man. Leave it all in the ring.
Did you do something different as far as getting preparation, or conditioning?
100%. We took a different approach this time with the sparring, including, I believe that we had better sparring this time around. We brought in bigger guys. Last time the guys that we brought in was slightly lighter, low weight class. This time we brought in a 130-pounder, 135-pounder, and stronger, more experienced fighters, and that pushed him more, and obviously, and then we worked on his technique, worked on, being a better fighter, growing, maturing. You got to remember when he fought Robesi the first time, that was his first time fighting for a world title. He'd never been past 6 rounds. You know what I mean? It's a 12-round fight where he dominated. Towards the end of the fight, you saw what he did. You saw the amount of punches that he threw. And this time it's no different. We got to come in with the challenger mentality, and he's got to come in thinking that he's still a challenger, that he's not a world champion, that he's got to go out there and prove all the naysayers, prove the non-believers wrong, and prove himself more than anything that he's for real.
Let me ask you something, Manny. When a fighter wins a championship, does that hunger disappear? And if so, what do you got to do to keep the juices flowing in the anger, in the hunger to keep winning?
No, I got you. That's a very good question, and that's exactly what I'm referring to. Always come in with challenger mentality. This is your opportunity. You know what I mean? Never come in thinking I'm the world champion. I'm gonna relax and take it easy. Never that. You gotta stay hungry. You gotta have that sense of urgency. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know that your family's counting on you, and that you can make a difference in your family's future through being a world champion, and obviously moving forward and to bigger and better things.
All right, Manny, I wanted to ask you a bonus question because you a world-renowned trainer. You didn't train champions. What was your take on Mike Tyson and Jake Paul? And be honest.
It's a joke, man. It's a joke. I didn't watch the fight. What can I say, man? I mean, I wasn't wrong. I mean, look, 8-ounce gloves. What is it? 16-ounce gloves, 2-minute rounds, 8 rounds. Right there, you just know that it's not a real fight. You know what I mean? And no disrespect to Mike Tyson, but it's not good for the sport when you see fights like this happen. I don't think it's good for the sport. I don't think it helps the sport, especially when you take away from fights such as these. tomorrow night's gonna be a great show, a great card. You got Navarrete with Oscar Valdez. You got Rafael Espinosa with versus Robesi Ramirez. Two great fights. Either fight could be the main event, and these are real fights. These are real fights, man, without question. Any of these two fights could definitely be a candidate for Fight of the Year, because I know all four guys are going to leave everything inside the ring. It's real fights, plain and simple. You can't fool the crowd. You can't fool the spectators when you see something that's real.
Manny, do you take it personal when you see a guy like Jake Paul that didn't put in the work, just came out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Do you kind of let me ask you this, do you think of that word privilege?
Yeah. Well, yeah, check this out. I don't take it personal. I just don't watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never watch a Jake Paul fight. I'll never pay for a Jake Paul fight. I'll never attend a Jake Paul fight. Plain and simple. You out of sight, out of mind.
All right, so there you have it. Manny, tell everybody how to get in contact with you, how to reach out to you, how the fans can tap in with you.
Yeah, manual.boxing. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook. That's all I have. But yeah, man, just you can find me. Just go to the gym. Find me at the gym all the time. No problem.
Where's your gym at?
It's we're in LA, Southgate to be exact. Knockouts Boxing. Stop by, come and say hello. Right?
All right, I'm gonna send my son to see you when he get back in town.
Right on.
Thank you, man.